Well, today's vote to legalize marijuana fizzled out at the last minute. It was called off when the governor realized he was a few votes short.
Yeah, now Governor Murphy's campaign promise will have to wait until after the next elections. Fios and Jessica Orban live tonight at the state capitol in Trenton with the latest for us. Good evening, Jess.
Good evening, Courtney, Brian. A lot of disappointment, but also a lot of optimism coming out of Trenton today as news of the cancellation of this vote moved through the State House. The legislators who were not in support of this bill didn't even have a chance to cast their no votes. The bill was pulled before lawmakers even entered the assembly chambers. Governor Phil Murphy is now putting a campaign promise more than a year in the making on hold, but he says this isn't the end.
History is rarely made at the first attempt. History is often a bumpy road of fits and starts, of progress and of setbacks. But eventually, barriers do fall to those who are committed to breaking them down. Certainly, I am disappointed, but we are not defeated.
We also heard from Senate President Steve Sweeney, who has been a big supporter of all three bills that were expected to come to a vote today: the legalization of recreational marijuana, expungement of the criminal records of those who have been convicted of marijuana-related offenses, as well as an expansion of the state's medical marijuana program. Senate President Steve Sweeney said the votes weren't there today, but could be soon.
One day you're at 20, the next day you're at 16, the next day you're at 17. It was kind of like whack-a-mole, trying to figure it out. But at the end, we had to take a vote, and I wasn't going to put it up with 17 votes, because that means it's a defeat. This wasn't a defeat, it's a pause. And now we're going to go back and look at it. We're going to do a post-op. We'll figure out what we can change to change minds.
Governor Murphy says another vote can absolutely be expected, and it could even happen before the general elections in November. It's the latest here in Trenton. Jessica Orban, Fios 1 News.